All right. That's it. You hear that music. If it's Tuesday, you know what that means. It means that Comic Book School owns Tuesdays, and we are back to serve you in your quest to become better at making comics. We teach the craft and business of making comics. My name is Buddy Scalera, the founder of Comic Book School. I'm a comic book creator and an educator. We have a very exciting episode tonight because, like the graphic shows, we will be talking about New York Comicon 2022. This week we kick off literally. Today is Tuesday, and on Thursday it starts, and so do our panels. But I don't want to make a VIP wait in the back green room, blue room. It's a green room. In the green room much longer. Please welcome my co-host, Mike the Knife Fasolo, 25-time Emmy award-winning screenwriter.
Close enough.
Close enough. How many Emmys have you written? One?
I have three.
And we actually talked about this a couple episodes. How many times were you nominated? Do you remember?
15. Yes.
You
not a great ratio. It's not a great ratio.
You were nominated a lot. Hold on, let me move.
15. That's what you said, at least. That was your trivia thing.
Was that?
Yeah.
It also said that you were a multi-millionaire from TV screenwriting.
Yes, that is a big lie.
True? True, false?
I wish it was true.
Mike, you know what we got tonight? Oh, we already have comments. Wow. So flight delayed. So I got to tune in. Hello, everyone. Can't wait to see you. Oh, Red must be stuck in Atlanta.
What's she doing in Atlanta?
She is now an Atlantean.
Really?
She sure is. She was a Texan. First, she was a Jerseyan, and now she's Atlanta because that's where
all the stuff
graphics and things of that nature are made.
Well, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
So, Mike, will you be joining us this week at New York Comicon?
I will be there in spirit.
In spirit, like a ghost?
Like a ghost. You won't be able to see me, but I'll see you.
How many Emmys did you steal?
6.
Check. Oh, look at Glenn. He knows. He knows. Transportation right now is dreadful. It is raining and cold here on the East Coast. What's it like there on the West Coast?
It is sunny and warm, as always.
Don't you get tired of that?
No.
You don't get tired of that?
The only thing I get tired of is there's been more mosquitoes, which I really don't like.
You don't like? Well, we don't have them. So.
Not at all in Jersey.
Military. Oh, that's right. I forgot that Red is a military, the child of an admiral, colonel, sergeant at arms. I don't know, whatever. And so Mike, we're going to be talking tonight a little bit. No, not a little bit. A whole lot.
That picture?
That's a bit. That picture is about 100 years old and about 100 pounds thinner.
That is the one picture where you're not doing your usual smile at the camera smile.
Yeah, this was a more relaxed pose. I like it. It's really old, and when I send it, when I go on Tinder, people are gonna swipe left or swipe right because they think I still look like that. But then they meet me in this big hoodie, and I'm fat, and they're like,
that's not you.
So, Mike, we have 3 big panels this weekend. For the pre-work, I sent you a list of the panels. You checked them out?
I briefly clicked on it, and then I went, I don't know what this is, so then I didn't even bother reading.
All right. Let's first, New York Comicon is this week from Thursday to Sunday. It is now 4 days, and Air Force Colonel, you are so bad. Air Force Colonel, LOL, looking good. We'll get a new one this year. I don't want a new photo. Like, what would make I know how to get photos. I don't want to be in pictures anymore. I like the fantasy of what I looked like years ago. So anyway, I'm going to show you where people can learn about our panels, Mike. So we're going to show you.
I'll be there in spirit.
Be there in spirit. So if you go to this is tonight's show. For those of you who come to the website regularly, you will know that the homepage constantly changes. It has pushed this down. This is our educational panels, but also as a convenience through the magic of code, Mike, I linked everything, and you can get to each one of them, and you can just at a glance look at the website to know where we are paneling. So here right now, you can see this, right?
I can see that. It's very
You can see
small,
this.
so I'll
Okay,
have to
so
enlarge it.
updated it just today. And here is a list. I tried to keep it lean, reduce the load time. On Thursday, we have the page 1, panel 1 comic book writing and art tutorial. This is a legendary panel where we give 2 A-list artists a script. They go on either side of the stage, and then we talk about the script while they draw, and each of them interpret how they would draw the page. And then near the end, they reveal how they would have drawn the page. We switch sides. They get to see what each other did. And then at the very end, we reveal the final published page. So we'll
That's
be...
a good one. I remember that panel from the one con I did go to.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. So we'll have a script by Jimmy Palmiotti or Elisa Whitney. I'm not 100% sure. We're running a little close to the deadline.
We'll wait till the last minute.
Yeah, we're going to wait till the last minute. Not 100% sure, but it's going to be one of those 2 wonderful writers. Amanda Connor will take one side of the stage. Jamal Eigel will take the other side of the stage. And Sean Chen, always available to help us to understand what's happening on the page. So he might be talking because the artists are drawing and they're facing away from the audience. So Sean will bring in some commentary to help you as a creator to understand what that's all about. We are going to be on Thursday at 12:15. Indeed, this was scheduled for a different time. It did get changed. We were in a nice big room. Now we might be in a slightly smaller room, so try to get in early. I don't know how many people. 406.3. Anytime I see like a decimal against the room, I figure that they fractionalized it. So it is 406.
Yeah, that's weird.
3. Yeah, it is a little weird.
It's odd.
I'm not 100% sure why they would have a .3, but get in early.
Maybe it was a super huge room.
No, it's not. So we do have a larger room after that. Friday evening, traditionally we were having Creator Connection on Fridays. So Creator After Con was happening at Twins Pub immediately following it. Again, schedules are a little bit off this year. This one is still at Twins, so people can meet all of the comic book school educators, editors, writers, and I'll be showing you a video in a minute to see how you can identify some of those people at Twins Pub. Once again, hyperlinked to make it easy for you to put it in your Google Maps. It's literally a 2-block walk from the con. It's a great little pub, and we will be upstairs.
In the pub.
In the pub.
Pubbing.
I don't pub. I'll drink seltzer. I'll drink. You don't drink either, do you, Mike? You don't drink alcohol,
no.
do you?
What are you going to do at the pub?
People will continue to network and make friends and chat and whatnot. It's just a meeting place. It's a nice way to get together. If you go to San Diego Comicon, everybody walks down into the Gas Lamp District, and it's the place to be. If you go to C2E2, they're connected to the convention are restaurants and pubs. So at Javits, you just go to Twins Pub, again, 2 blocks away. A tradition for comic book school attendees. Saturday, which traditionally led to Twins Pub, we will be having Creator Connection, which is facilitated professional networking.
That's the big one.
That's a big one. That's a fun one.
Yes.
That's a fun one.
That's where you really show who Buddy is.
I do. I bring out the personality, and I'm sparkly and loud, and people will show from previous Creator Connections the comic books that they have made as a result of their connections. And that's
all about making connections.
8 to 9 p.m. Conveniently located in number 1-CO3.
This one's got a dash instead of a dot.
Yeah, this is like the numbering of these rooms is just like it feels weird. And I'm going to advise people this year, bring a notebook and a pad/pencil. Either or, doesn't matter. And then optionally, if you happen to be an artist, I would advise you to bring a portfolio if you have art samples and business cards, if you have them. Now, if you are a digital artist or your work is stored digitally or you don't want to bring your originals, digital samples are fine. You can bring them on your phone. You can bring them on an iPad. You can bring them in a number of ways, but be organized for quick access. One of the things that we do see, Mike, year after year is people are flipping through their phones. They're not ready. So this year I've put it down in writing, and it will be on the handout that we give on Thursday. How does that sound?
That sounds like a good plan. You're good at planning this stuff, bud.
I'm not good at much, Mike, but my OCD makes me good at things like this. My ADHD makes me not good at other things. Okay. Last panel, Sunday, editors on portfolios, pitching, and professionalism. Now, if the world had aligned perfectly, you would have had this as your first panel of the weekend. Oh. Being that it's the last one, the information that you use will have to be for future cons or next NYCC. But the idea behind this one, Mike, is that we are getting editors and creators who have been in the business a long time to provide advice for people who are either, broken in already. You might have some published work, but want more. You might be making your first step into pro work. Maybe you created something for the Comic Book School anthology. They are going to be guiding you on how to put your materials together. Now, this isn't just for artists. Many times you're a writer and you've put together a story like our anthology. We want to make sure that people know how to present to editors, how to present themselves, their personal branding, and then also how to follow up, what the right protocol is for following up.
We discussed that at some point.
We have discussed that many, many times, but now is that moment. Now is that moment.
You need to follow up.
It's going to be all about the follow-up. So the speakers will include Lisa Hawkins. Lisa spoke last year and other years prior. She is an editor at Valiant. She edited me at Marvel. I think just one issue, but we've always managed to stay in touch. I have a lot of respect for Lisa. Joe Illidge, once again, another frequent panelist. He was on the editor's panel as well, but this one is specifically about preparing your portfolio and preparing your follow-up. Darren Sanchez, former Wizard guy,
friend of the show.
What's that?
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show and friend of Joe. That's what I thought you meant. Friend of Joe. I'm like, yeah, they're friends. And then we have Nelson Decastro. Do you know Nelson?
I do know Nelson. Yes, I do.
Oh, that's right. He was in the B Files. He was in B2.
He was in B2, yes.
He was in B2, which we will one day show.
Yeah.
As punishment, because you guys are bad.
That's glorious. Glorious.
And interestingly enough, he's 30-year veteran of comics, has published for every major publisher, Marvel, Dark Horse, DC. But he also teaches at the School of Visual Arts. So he's a professional educator. He's going to be helping you to better understand how to format your work. We have message boards right here where we are planning meetups, where we are sharing ideas. People that are coming to the show for the first time can register for the boards and just find out where we're going to be. So we're going to be naming some spots. We'll get together. We'll have coffee. So we have the message boards, and then this is my favorite part. This. Look, they have a little profile for me on New York Comicon's website. Do you see that?
I do.
There you go. See with the folded arms. Same photo from 100 years ago. And then if you can find me, if you can spell the name Scalera, all of the panels are listed here. Now, quick note, Mike. I'm going to come back and stop. How do I stop sharing? I stop sharing over here. Okay. Oh, people were chatting. Look at that. Coffee. Oh, yeah. Marcelo was supposed to be at one of those panels, supposed to be at the drawing panel, but they would not let him leave Brazil.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Nope. They said, we love you too much, Marcelo. Please don't go.
You're not allowed.
That's right. So, oh, yeah, there you go. The best way to be a comic book pro is to close the pub. There you go.
Okay.
Wow, got a lot of chats here. So it's a chat, learn, and draw. She loves that one. Okay, I'll move the mops and brooms. Yeah, we're worried that 406.3 might be a broom closet.
It's okay. As
We'll
long as you
take
got a room.
We'll take it. Digital. Boo. Whatever. All right. Make sure they are downloaded and can be looked at by others, not just Sam. Oh, he was saying digital samples. Digital samples. He's a physical artist, so he was giving digital boo. But make sure they're downloaded and can be looked at by others, not just sandwiched between your selfies and puppy pictures.
Yeah, but
That's
everybody
right.
loves puppies.
Everybody loves puppies. Okay. Yeah, the visa's not ready yet. Brazil's like slow walking that one. They're afraid he's going to leave. They're like, stay in Brazil. It's nice here. At least
He can get his visa for next year.
He will for next year. Oh, and then he can draw the puppies, which is not a double entendre at all. It's literally draw the puppies, but
Actual
it could be
puppies.
a double entendre. But in this case, it's not a double entendre. Totally lost track of where I am. Where were we, Mike?
You were talking about the convention.
Really? That's as far as you got?
That's as far as I got.
All right. So we will be publishing our where are they? So you can find the panels all at comicbookschool.com. That was what I wanted to. So this website link here, I'll pull it up one more time so that you can see it, because I'm going to be showing you something else, Mike. I'm going to be showing you something else. Back to the Chrome tab. There you go. I love this because I have a giant ego, and this feeds my ego by showing you this picture of me. Hopefully people don't look for me based on this photo, because they'll be like, I thought you were going to be thinner. And I'd
you should have put a little thought balloon of you thinking of that picture.
I'm thinking, I wish I was this thing. I wish I was this thin again. So to answer the question, indeed, there was a problem mobile synchronizing with the app. I spoke with New York Comicon, and they said that the apps are not fully synced, and should be by tomorrow. You'll be able to find all of those panels on the app. So there you go.
Okay. I'll look for it on the app.
Vince says my forearms are dreamy.
They are.
I do have good forearms. So Erin's seen them. She's like, they're not that good. But Vince hasn't met me yet. But speaking of Vince, Mike, we have a very special treat.
Oh, I like treats.
We have a treat. Oh, first, let me put this into the chat so people can find things. Feel free to speak amongst yourselves.
Look at this,
What's that?
Look at this. I got a waddle.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're at least 40 pounds within your weight class. I'm not. So, okay, where are we? Oh, I lost my page. Okay, so we'll just go back to here. I'm going to debut something tonight, Mike, and play a video that I have never done this before. Mike Ponce is giving us the drum roll. So Vince and Mike Ponce and some of the creators wanted to create a sizzle reel. Mike, what's a sizzle reel?
A sizzle reel is just something that kind of shows off what you're trying to pitch and sell.
Do they use? Is that a real word?
It's like a trailer for a movie.
Like a trailer.
Yeah.
So Vince and Mike and some of the Chris and some of the other creators banded together to make a sizzle reel, and they even included QR codes. I don't know what QR stands for. Do you know, Mike?
Quick response. Regency.
Quick response. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and do this. We're going to see if this works. If it doesn't work, you'll be able to go to it yourself. We're going to open a Chrome tab, and we're going to go to the Comic Book School YouTube page. You can see we're literally live here.
Oh, look, there's your picture again.
There's my picture. Not afraid to show that picture. They created a motion comic from the community. I haven't filled in all of the metadata yet. I will shortly. But this is we're going to see if this will play. Let's see if we can hear the audio. Can you hear the audio when I do that?
I can hear the audio, yes.
How does it sound?
Sounds good.
Let me see what it looks like.
And I saw moving things, so apparently it's working.
So this will be we're debuting it. The worldwide debut is right now, but people who come to the panels will also be able to see it. So do you want to give me a countdown, Mike, and then I know when to push the button?
3, 2, 1. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, the final frame that's Vince. He's the guy who put this all together. A very talented motion graphics artist.
I would go to the convention just to see that again.
I have to tell you, I'm pretty excited about it. And we got a thumbs up. We didn't lose any viewers. It seems like people
We didn't gain any, but we didn't lose any.
We didn't gain any. I'm pretty excited about that. What they did was they wanted to demonstrate the community that we've built, so that if people come to the con, they will visit our message boards, they will participate in our YouTube shows and all kinds of related things. And I was knocked out by that. I mean, it's just so.
They have like a jumbotron outside the convention. You could play that as people are streaming in, so they know where to go.
Yep. Used to be a normal television, gained weight over COVID, and now it's a jumbotron. So that's. I have one more thing to show. So far, how am I doing? How are we doing, Mike?
We're doing excellent. This is the best show for the convention yet.
This is the best show for the convention yet. I think people. You know what's weird? We don't see that. It takes a few minutes for all of the comments to catch up. So I'm going to put this into the chat. Maybe that will trigger the comments, because people might be commenting. They just don't realize that we don't see them. They sort of they lag.
They're probably too blown away by what they just saw to.
Yeah. Oh, look, Mike Ponce's agent just called. All right. Well, sorry, Mike. Mike's coming up from Florida. By the way, the reason Rob's not on the show, Rob was in Cape Coral. And while Fort Myers got all the news in Florida, he got hit. He lost his comic book collection.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's out of power for 3 days. So we're telling all of the government officials who watch this show to send aid down to Cape Coral. I had to look it up there.
Yes. And get him some more comics.
That's too bad. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to do something about Rob and his comics. That man needs his comic books. Okay, I'm going to show you one more thing. Let me show you one more thing. Here is a preview. Oh God, it's so small. But here's the deal. We'll be giving these out and during the panels, and it will list all the panels that you just saw, including Creator AfterCon, so you know where to go to Twins Pub. I created a short link so that you can go to our web store and download our anthologies for free. We're gonna have to think about that for sure. Yep, his comics were lost. That's it. See, look at this. All the questions, they're all coming up fast. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out, Philip. I agree. You can sign up for the Comic Book School newsletter as if you haven't done that already.
Who wouldn't do that?
Everybody needs to be on the newsletter. We'll be thanking our sponsors, Marvel Uchida, for once again this year they shipped me a gigundo box of markers and pens, which we will be giving out to
Free is the best price.
Best price in the world. So I listed their booth number 41046, so people can go there and thank them. And then here, a little subtle thing here, Mike. Kickstarter link.
Kickstarter for what, bud?
Whoa, this is Mike. We're going to have a Kickstarter.
What's it for?
Why? I would show you if I could figure out how to. Okay,
this is the one button you should have had ready.
The one button I should have had ready. Mike, I've got a Kickstarter ready to go.
Bud, what's your Kickstarter for?
Well, funny you should ask. And thanks to Rob and Mike Ponce and Marianne and Mike Dolce for helping me get not my first Kickstarter. I did the Kickstarter many years ago for T-shirts. But I am going to show you my Kickstarter. Are you ready?
Yep, do it.
Finally, after all these years, started pre-pandemic, Apocalypse Boulevard, the 4-issue miniseries, and the tagline, a post-apocalyptic action thriller with cars, explosions, monsters, motorcycles, and more cars.
I'm in.
You're in. So let me just give you a quick preview, and then we're going to do an entire show on this, but people can check this out. We give the log line, which is an ordinary street racer must battle flesh-eating harpies and minotaurs across a post-apocalyptic highway to deliver medical equipment in time to save the life of his dying sister.
That's thrilling.
That is thrilling. And then I show a little clip of cover 1, and we have the arc for Suicide Run. And I let off here, Mike, with an image that shows what's at stake. I didn't start with action. I showed what's at stake. And I say,
show rather than tell.
Rather than tell. And people who love, if you love movies and TV shows with fast zombies, you'll appreciate the cast of fast-moving, flesh-eating monsters, including harpies, minotaurs, and other mythical creatures. There's a beautiful Chevelle. Do you know what year that is, Mike?
That is a 1965.
Not even close. Well, you will. It's actually listed in the comic book. I'm not even gonna dignify. You don't even know You don't even know cars. All right.
I know that one's red.
That was 72. Okay, so we show some shooting, and then there's the car crash, and then rewards in the apocalypse is a headline. I'm a copywriter. Mike Ponce was like, "Here's a better one," so he gave me that. The Valkyries saving the day. So when we talk about this, is going to be funny, Mike. Buddy will be packing 3 exclusive mystery boxes with stuff he saved over the years, including Wizard swag, half editions, ace editions, Toy Fair action figures, and random stuff he's accumulated over the years. Mike, you can't even believe the junk I've already been dropping in these boxes.
I probably have most of it myself somewhere.
Yes, but they don't, right? They don't have ace editions, right?
That is true.
So we show shooting. I should note that T-tops are perfectly good. T-top roofs are perfectly good for shooting out of the top of while you're driving.
Shooting your harpies, yes.
That's right. I did a pull quote, broke the first rule of any apocalypse. We stopped moving. Then we get a little bit into the creators, and then we show more of the art. I'm going to go through this fast. We're going to do a special episode on it. But we do this, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek, Mike. Check this out. Look, it's got a little bit of love and romance. It's not just all blood and guts. I am going to be ponying up the original art. That's the first issue 1, page 1, splash page, action sequences, monsters attacking, issue 2, page 1, splash page. So I am literally giving up all the original art. Incidentally, it is all print art. I bought it from the artist, bought all the art specifically so that I could sell it for this Kickstarter. And then I blurred out so you wouldn't see the final art here. So what do you think, Mike?
So you don't give away any spoilers. You don't
want
spoilers.
No spoilers.
I'm thrilled for this, bud. I'll give you at least $1.
At least $1? Well, you can donate $1. Look at this. Take my money. That's the kind of passion. Yep, he was right. It is a 72. To be fair, Woody's Wizard swag is out of control. Mike, I save everything, right?
Yeah.
I do. I save everything. And when other people don't want their comics anymore, they give them to me.
Yep, you take them.
I take them. Do you still have the Muppet tuxedo? I'll take them.
I still have them. And next time I'm there, you can
I will take your comics too, and then I will use them for my Kickstarter.
As you should.
So, Mike, this is a pretty big show. We had a lot to talk about. mostly looking forward to seeing some of the people who are here. I know that Redheaded Ed is coming up from Atlanta. Mike Ponce is coming up from Florida. Rob, who is indeed without power and flooded, has been threatening to just hop on a plane and fly out because he's like, I don't know what to do with myself.
Why not? He doesn't have any
He's
power.
like, there's no power.
Yeah. Might as well be in New York.
So we will have a jam-packed set of panels. I encourage people to go to the message boards because that's where we are agreeing where we're going to meet. And we are going to try to record as much of it as we can this year. Previous years we've tried and we did not succeed. Actually, last year we did a really good job. Redheaded Ed and I did a really good job. We had a tripod. We recorded it. We had all this stuff. And then we lost the cards.
What?
We did. We lost a whole year full of panel recordings.
Did you just take them out and be like, oh, I wonder what these are? And
I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? So yeah, Rob's moving on up. Rob is very happy in Florida. Actually, it's great in Florida. He digs it. It's just not this week.
Yeah, you don't want to be down there hurricane time.
Not this week. So Jared, do you know where Jared is, Mike?
Jared is in the Yucatan.
What is the Yucatan?
I don't know. Oh, it's down in Mexico somewhere, isn't it?
There's a Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah, South America, maybe. Somewhere. It's on the earth somewhere.
He is in Australia, Mike.
Oh, okay.
He's in Australia. So Jared is not coming up. He said he would come if he could walk, but there's no clear landmass that will get him there. It's a very circuitous route. So, and also, Vince was supposed to come, and at the last minute, he did not. He's not joining us.
What?
Isn't that crazy? Hold on. The southernmost part of the Yucatan. That didn't help, Glenn. Glenn, you have to understand. We don't know where the Yucatan is.
I think it's in South America.
Imagine if we had access to a thing that we could type in and it would just give us answers.
Only there was a magic box where we could look up anything we wanted. Mexico. Yes, I said that first. I was close.
All right. That's it. Marcelo knows. There you go. He's not even. He didn't even hesitate. He knew it's a jungle in Mexico and Guatemala. It's turning out to be like a geography episode, isn't it? All right, Mike, that's all we really have for tonight. I am going to be packing and getting things ready. I'll have my markers. I will comb my hair. I will be wearing my comic book school shirt. It will look a little snugger than previous years, and they're like still on the Yucatan.
You should try to match that smile that you have in that picture.
To be fair, there's some pretty weird stuff in Australia. One cannot rule out the possibility of a pass to the Yucatan completely. He actually even put the accent on there, the grave or whatever.
Is that the umlaut? No, the umlaut's the two dots.
Grave, right? It's a peninsula. That's the Yucatan. I tell you, maybe we should just do a show on
the Yucatan. I know that's where the meteor hit that killed the dinosaurs. I know.
Is that right?
I do know that.
You know, and Redheaded Ed knows that the Girls Like Comics T-shirt was my very first Kickstarter. That's how it was my first Kickstarter. I made a limited edition number of them. So I don't know if we have any left. Oh my goodness!
You have some left in your garage somewhere.
Yeah. Good luck trying to find it. Good luck, everyone, and have fun at NYCC. Stay safe too. Yeah, we'll do a comic book school class on geography. We should see where characters are from around the globe.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah. Are there any? Actually, do you want to know something funny, Mike? I just remembered. I wrote an issue of Marvel Comics called Weapon X, and I placed the character in Australia because the character theoretically was supposed to have been teleported there. And I just thought, like, oh, okay. It's where the comet that killed the dinosaurs crashed. Points for Mike.
Meteor.
Meteor? The comet?
Meteor. Yeah. Not a comet.
A comet
it did kill the dinosaurs.
It was where the Buick crashed that killed the dinosaurs, and now we put gas in the Buick. By the way, we're going to have some very special features and all kinds of other stuff in upcoming episodes. Mike, we've been creative. We're going to be trying to stagger the schedule a little bit, where we have some additional guest hosts, guest co-host. You will still be the rock of this show, obviously, but we're going to be looking for some talented people to help us out from time to time.
I think that's a good idea.
I think it's a good idea too. So
we always have good ideas, bud.
Yeah. Well, Mary M actually has been on the show actually a couple times, right? Yeah. So, all right, Mike. Well, look, I look forward to seeing everybody there. When are you coming to New York again? When's your next trip?
Who knows? Sometime.
Wow. I
can't give a specific date yet, but it'll be sometime within the next 5 years.
You're the temporary permanent co-host till I find somebody better.
Yep.
Mike, remember when we were doing the B-Files? This is a funny memory for me. I don't know if it was for you. I wrote the B-Files as a parody to the X-Files, and we were like talking about filming it, and you go, well, who's going to play Agent Mulder? And I was like, you.
You're like, you are. I was like, what?
You were like, I am. Which led to your robust and profitable career in Hollywood.
Yes, because I am a classically trained actor.
And of course, your estimated worth is $2.5 million.
Something like that. Somewhere between 1 and 5. Yeah.
So, all right, Mike. Mike, real quick before we close, tell them about your actual groupies.
I have groupies.
When you were working on on the TV show, what did they get a T-shirt to say?
Oh, what was his name? I can't remember that guy's name. He drew comic book covers of me. He gave me
not Jim Cubby. We were working at one of the TV shows, not Comics Vision, when you were out in California, and they made up shirts. What would Mike Fasolo do?
Oh, yes. One person did do that.
Did you have a photo of that?
I do not have a photo of that shirt, but yes, I do remember
Mike,
6 shirts.
You had at least one groupie.
Yes, that was a groupie. Yes, I will say that.
What did it say? WWMFD?
Yep, that's all it said.
What would Mike Fasolo do?
Yeah, but it wasn't just like she made one for like me. She made 6 of them, and she had one on. She wanted me to wear one. She wanted to give them all out to people. And I was like, this is strange.
Did you take her out on a date?
No, I did not. No.
But you did get married.
I did get married.
You got
not to her.
Not to her. That's true. Not to her. But Mike, indeed, Philip did have groupies, and one day we will need to see that shirt. And I would love to see have you show it on the show.
I'll see if I can dig one up, but I don't think I have them anymore.
I don't think she was a stalker, though.
Not a stalker.
She was crushing on you, right, Mike?
Yeah, just a groupie. Actually, I did have another one. Yeah, I did have another one. Yeah. At one point, yeah.
She was crushing on you.
I had 2 groupies. Yeah.
Oh, Mike. Well, that's why you have to come on out here.
Those were the days when I had hair.
You still have hair in places.
My ears and my back.
All I have is hair, Mike. That's all I got. I was thinking that if I ever had a dating profile, did I ever tell you how I would make it? I would make my dating profile, which is I am 2/3 of the way of being short, fat, and bald. Come meet me and see which 2.
That's right? A good one.
They would meet me and they'd be like, "Oh, you're the and I'd be like, "But I have hair."
I have hair, and they would definitely come just to see which one you are. Very curious. I gotta go find out which 2 out of 3 he is.
I am your groupie. That's what Redheaded Ed says. Comic groupie, super rare. I will tell you, Vince, not as rare as you think. There are groupies for everything and fans for everything. They are there.
That is true.
That is true. But for those of us who don't have groupies, we're happy for those who do. So, all right, Mike. Hey, listen, this is the end of the show. I hope to see everybody there. Thanks, everybody, for joining. We're going to flash up the graphic here. And also, By Thursday, the complete apocalypse, all 4 issues with monsters, cars, and explosions will be available. And I hope people go and check it out and throw money at it. As Vince had noted, just take his money.
I'm all for throwing money.
All right, Mike. We will report back next Tuesday about all the fun and frivolity that we have during the New York Comicon 2022. Don't miss our panels. And Mike, I will see you in 1 week.
Bye.
So, Mike, I cut Mike off when he said have fun, but I knew what he meant. He meant have fun. He was like, have fun. I was like, all right. Yeah, I heard enough. That's about all I need. I'm like this to Mike. I'll just cut you off like I Mike mid-sentence. I'm like, whatever. Anyway, thanks for joining us and for your comments. You pump up the energy. I look forward to seeing those of you who I can see. Definitely we'll figure out something to take care of our good friend Rob in Florida. And I look forward to, having fun and seeing everybody. And we will see you at New York Comicon. See, still making fun of me.